Hello everyone. They call me the Reverend Point Blank. We are doing a recap of The Preachers of LA, Season 2, Episode 11, The Apology. Well, let's get busy. You're so smooth, and most of the brilliant people read novels, and they're so exciting. Yes, you are dynamic. We're not to allow anyone to diminish her value. You have diminished her value a long time ago. Not one time did you stand up for in the presence of Pastor Glock. Maybe it's because you knew he had a Glock. But you're going to say now that you will not allow anyone. You've allowed it the whole time. So stop perpetrating a fraud. When you see him, you will handle it like you have handled it over the last 10 episodes. You haven't handled a thing. I think that you are fronting with your suaveness. How can you tell her that if they thought after all of these years that we would get married, then everything would be okay? Did you just propose to her, or did you just give her the idea that you would propose to her? You are so smooth, Pimp Daddy Pastor. Yeah, Pastor Glock, I believe they're sleeping together too, but that is not my responsibility. That is not my responsibility. They said they weren't. The man has babies here, there, and he has all this evidence of promiscuous activities. Well, I don't quite frankly believe him either. But it's still not my business. That's funny. If you're going to be seen in public with someone, you're going to make sure they have clean hands. You don't have that authority. You don't have that power to make sure everyone that you're with has clean hands. Step off the pedestal, Pastor. I mean, what business of yours who Pimp Daddy Pastor's sleeping with? I mean, quite frankly, this is going on all over the world. I mean, there are people all over the world sleeping with folks and doing things that are sinful. So if your job is to help people to get and give them the love and give them the knowledge to help them get out of sin, why are you steady pressing this sister? I mean, it seems that you have another issue going on in your own life with this girl. You need to let it go. You are not responsible for what she does. How you mean you don't want to go with her and do this thing with him being with her? Well, it's his responsibility, not yours. He's the one committing that. She's the one committing that. Why are you trying to take responsibility for their sins or their wrongdoings or whatever you may think is wrong? Pastor Glock, put your pistol away. And if you don't believe his words, you don't believe that he's honest in the first place as a pastor. The question is whether God believes it, or whether he believes it, or whether they know it. Why don't you step out their business, player? So later for your comments, since your wife said, let it go. I'm saying let it go. I imagine all of your viewers are saying, let it go. And then, Sister Side, you're toiling with the fact that you should forgive him. You should have forgiven him a long time ago, according to the Bible, Sister Side. I'm a pastor's wife. There's no ratchet in me. Well, we don't know that. I'm sure some of the viewers would have some difference with you on that regarding some of your past seasons. But okay, I don't know anything about it. But we all have some ratchetness in us to some degree. Trust me. No one of us is perfect. And the man is telling you the song is not really ratchet. He's speaking from his heart. Praise the Lord. Yes, Sister, hip-hop is telling you that this is the real of the deal. So are you telling me you don't give head? You don't get wet? You don't play around the bed and get freaky? That's what the man is saying. This is the reality of what's going on in the world. Pastor Mama's Baby asked you to collaborate with him. Well, that's what the ministry should have been doing all the time, collaborating with the rest of the world. The man, the song came on, said, it's real. The way you make me feel. You give head. You get wet. I mean, this really happens in the bedroom, I think. You may not agree with his method of delivery, but it's the truth of the matter. It's really going on. So, the world is changing. Tupac, Biggie, all these new artists. I mean, what do you expect? In order to reach those people, you have to go to them. You can't just throw them a line and expect them to come across. Jesus went to the whorehouses. He talked with thieves. He went among the poor. That's where he collaborated among the poor. They are the ones who need him. So if you feel the brother needs you, you're helping him as much as you can. But as soon as he gets done doing this song for you, he's going back to the wet legs, the good head, and that's what he's going to do, because that is what he does. He wants to collaborate with you because he needs money. He wants to get recognition. He knows that you're a powerful woman, you're famous on TV, and he wants to collaborate. He said, you're the key. The key is going platinum. And that's why he's using your name and your song, your power. He's using your power, your influence. He wants to use you to make some money. Look how he's living. He's not living like you. There's no pool in the back. His garage is full of all kinds of things. I mean, he's a normal person. He's living like an average person. Where he likes, I'm sure he likes the big pools and the movie star thing and all the glamour, the nice cars. And he wants to get that too. So he wants you to help him get to that point. Sister, this is your brother. He's begging you. If you collaborate with me, help me get this platinum record, help me sell some records, help me make some money, help me get out of this place, and help me move up in life and live like you or better. That's all he's asking. Oh yeah, she's right though, brother. If you do want to help, you're going to have to, kind of tweak your sound and tweak your verbiage a little bit. She can help you go platinum, but you do have to tweak it. And if you tweak it, it'll go platinum. They'll get a chance to look at some of your other work. But then you're dealing with gospel people, so you're going to have to tweak a lot of things if you're going to deal with that genre. And that's basically what she's telling you. But I'm saying to you, if you took the genre that you have, tweaked it so it could fit the people on the street, that's what this is about. Not tweak it so it could fit church folks. Church folks are supposed to know already. Tweak that music so it fit the people on the street and have the gospel intake. Yeah, Bishop, I think, quite frankly, you're doing a great job. Even if it, whether it's in Atlanta, whether it's in Philly, whether it's in New York, whether it's in Texas, it doesn't really matter. To do the work is to do the work. I think you're doing a great job as far as I can see. What man wouldn't be concerned about their daughter? What man wouldn't want to do a ministry over there just so he could keep his eye on the daughter? And of course, you would not want to not be you talking to your daughter, talking to her future husband. You have to be frank. You have to be straightforward. And from what I can see, you've done that during this entire season of this show. So I'm impressed with your work thus far, and it doesn't probably mean anything to you that I'm impressed, but it does mean something to me that what people think about it and how they see it, what they feel, that your work, what it's doing, representing, God. But I think the age is somewhere between 40 and 42. I think the age is about 40. I think when a man becomes 40 years old, then they know in their lives what they don't want. They may not be clear about what they want, but they are very sure, I don't want this, I don't want to be involved in that, that's going to be negative, I don't do that. And so when you get to be my age and our age, then at 40, if you're 45, you're then 5 years old, because now after 40, you start learning life and learning what you really want and beginning to enjoy life. I think between childhood and 40, you're just experimenting and trying to figure out what life is. Therefore, when we get to be 40, we start to live and enjoy it a whole lot better. Again, I think you're doing an incredible job with your family. I don't know you. Your daughter and the young man she's with, they're new. They're newlyweds. They're going to be newlyweds, and we cannot predict what will happen. I see some indications of some things I would be judgmental to say, but I don't know that relationship will last. Your daughter is a high-powered daughter. She wants to be glamorized and spoiled, as she put it, and so he has to step his game up to spoil her like she wants to be spoiled. She already has indicated that he's a bit boring from time to time. You are so right, Bishop. They're going to change. There's nothing you or I can do about that. We have to give them the information as you're doing. You're coaching him well. You're talking to her as a father. I appreciate that. And that's basically all you can do and be there if she needs your help. But that's just life. There's not much you can do about that. Change is guaranteed. He said, I don't mind you going. Bring her home in a happy mood. There's something else there between the daughter and you, Bishop. I don't know what it is, but she and he have had conversations about you for him to say, bring her home in a happy mood. You and your daughter haven't always had agreed, so I can see that, but that's not important. But it does come to mind when he says, bring her home in a happy mood. It goes to the fact that she's sometimes have talked with you or been with you and not been in a happy mood after that. It's nothing to say that you're a bad father, but it just means that she's your only daughter and we can go overboard sometimes when it comes to them. Well, in my opinion, Pastor Breast Milk, the bishop doesn't show up because the bishop really, honestly, has a ministry. He has work to do. From what I've seen, the man has been busy. He doesn't allow certain things, and I understand. I have respect for that. If he doesn't have time, he doesn't have time. If he has actual ministry to take care of, why would he leave that and come play television with you guys? You know, I think what they're not saying is that we are all imperfect. We all have issues with something or another. We all have problems, and we all tell a lie every now and then. We all get caught up in certain circumstances that we wish we had not been in. I think that what they're not saying is in the midst of us living life, going through our changes, we will all mess up, make mistakes, and make bad choices, which are not necessarily bad choices, because how can we develop and grow if we don't learn from the things that we do?